Welcome back to the Pursuit of Accuracy. I'm Josh, and today we're out here because we're going to shoot a little bit with the L3I barrel and the brand new MDT Gen 2 chassis. It's something you guys have wanted to see, but I really want to make the focus of this video about practical accuracy. We used to do a lot more of these videos, and I want to get back to this because for different people, accuracy means different things. And why I say that is, if you shoot bench rests and groups at 50 yards, is the end all be all, right? But if you're not shooting bench rests, then I think you need to consider practical accuracy. While we all want that rimfire that shoots .1s at 50 and .4s at 100 yards, it's not going to be easy to find. So I think there's a point where there is practical accuracy where it's going to be accurate enough for you to do whatever it is you're going to do, whether that's silhouette, whether that's going to be like any other kind of shooting. And this is a good example. This is kind of a middle of the road build, and we're just gonna quickly shoot some at 50, but then we're gonna go out to 100 because I know people want to see it. But it's a conversation that I have with a lot of my friends. Actually had a little bit of this conversation this morning is what sparked me to do this. There's a little bit of wind out here right now, not too bad. Definitely not worth shooting groups. But yeah, we're gonna see, I think we're recording. Yeah, we're just gonna, this shoots a little high. This scope is not zeroed, so this shoots a little high, but that's okay. And getting into some wind issues now with the size of this target. Ooh, that could have been me not holding the right height. Let's see. Yeah, that was probably me holding a little too low. Yeah, okay, so let's quit messing around. Let's sink this bad boy in, and let's get you guys set up out at 100 yards. Because again, I see a lot of guys out there really struggling, like spending a ton of time, chasing down ammo and just driving themselves nuts. And I really don't think you need to do that. Sorry, I'm kind of using this as a guinea pig to get this focused in as good as I can. And that little bit of chromatic aberration you're seeing, that's not the scope. This is the XCR Pro. That's the camera kind of filming through here. Just is what it is. We're going to dial up. This already shoots high, so I'm going to go up to like maybe 1.4. We'll print like a little group right there, and then we'll get back on topic. We're just going to go dead center of that. Okay, so that was a hair low. We'll send a couple more. Okay. All right, so we're going to come up. We were aiming there. All right, let's see if this centers us up on the next one. Another 10th. All right. And again, this gun probably at 100 yards, probably with random ammo, is going to shoot about an inch group, right? And so, people go way too far. Let's talk about the 50-yard KYL. The smallest target on that is a 1/4 inch. Most people think they need a 1/4 inch gun to hit that target. When you think about it, any part of the bullet has to touch any part of that 1/4 inch target. It basically means you can shoot dang near a 1/2 inch group center to center and hit it every single time. So, let's shoot at the smallest guy out there. Oh, already had one in the, oh, had a failure to extract. There we go. That's the first failure to extract. Let's go after next smaller one, make sure we're still kind of centered up. Wind has died down. Okay, we're a little high. Again, this is probably going to shoot, maybe an inch group with random ammo. But let's see what we can do. Try and peel this in a little bit, get rid of some of that sun glare. But right now we're going to shoot down to the 1/4 inch target. So that was just off left, so wind. Okay, that was right. Okay, there we go. Let's see, we got a few more rounds. Again, I haven't lot tested any of this. These are way more of an extreme target than you would encounter at a match anyplace. All right, down to the quarter. And as you can see, we did miss one because of wind. We then overcorrected. That happens. But, you know, this gun does not shoot a 1/4 inch group out there. That's guaranteed. A little off right there. There we go. But we're able to make hits on a 1/4 inch target. And who knows what it's shooting? 3/4, 1/2 inch, 1 inch. I haven't tested this ammo. A little off right. But even in the wind, you can see we're having to make these wind corrections. You know, it doesn't take much wind at 100 yards to get things off. But let's switch up ammunition. I've never shot any of this through this. And we're gonna go out there to a 150. So we're gonna pattern it. We're gonna kind of get our dope dialed in. Actually, let's go to 130 because I have a KYL rack there. And we'll see if we can make it down that KYL rack. All right, so we have the 10X loaded up. There's a bigger plate. It's at like 1 yard closer. Let's guesstimate here. This should get us on target. Then we're just trying to get on that plate and see how we pattern. Low, okay. Let's see if the next one goes the same. About the same. Okay, so we're low about 3/10. Let's go back to the center. Shoot one more. Okay, that's about perfect. This actually shoots pretty good. So we're out to 130 yards. I think those targets go down to 3/8. We actually want this to be a little high because it's a little further. Okay, actually we hit that a little high. Barely nicked it on the left, I think. Okay, 2 more left. Of course, we messed around too much. But so far, like I said, I know that this is not shooting a 3/8 inch group out there at 130 yards. And that's the size, I think, of the last target. And given that there's wind changing, you know, there's a high likelihood that we miss one of these next two because the wind is the wind, 130 yards. But hopefully, oh, way left. Okay, way more wind. Still a bunch more wind. Wow, I have no idea where we're at now. All right, we're gonna go back to this, aim right at our last. Holy moly, you see where we're at now. We are like 4/10 away. So we shot there. We hit there, I think. So let's zoom in a little bit. Shot there, hit there. So wow. These are going to be tough. Oh, we nicked it on the right. All right, we're going to take that nick, use that wind call. There we go. Solid hit on that guy. The wind has changed half a plate. And we're gonna change ammo again and again. These are way harder targets than you would ever see in a match. So we're kind of going to an extreme here and probably on not the best day. As you can see, the wind's kind of having its way with the bullet out there, which is another factor to consider. You know, you can spend a ton of time trying to find ammo more accurate than what you have, but as you can see, you know, when the wind's going to change it half a plate out there, it may not matter a whole lot. So we're going to go now to 150 yards. But we're going to be shooting at those smaller targets, but we're first just going to shoot at this plate. So we're going to shoot at this little anomaly in the plate. First, we're going to have to dial up. That would be helpful. Okay, we're just left of it. This is a new lot. It's stringing a little bit, but it ain't bad. Okay, so we're definitely 3 or 4 tenths left. All right, let's go after this guy. Now we're hitting even further left. There we go, that's centered up. All right, and let me zoom out. It's probably bright blowing you guys away, but that's how far out we're shooting. So again, like, I just wanted to shoot a little bit because it makes the video a little bit better. But the takeaway here, the big point that I want to talk about is, you know, for you guys who aren't shooting bench rest, you know, finding that .1 gun is not necessary. You know, you can have a gun, and for me, what I really think at the end of the day for PRS NRL to compete at a high level, .3s are better at 50, it's fine. .7, a 1-inch at 100, totally fine. It's going to be a lot more about the wind, your props, and your shooting. So maybe don't stress so much about that. You know, think in terms of what you need in practical accuracy. Get out, get your dope figured out, get that hammered in really well, get your positional shooting in really well, get your trigger control under control, get all those things, because they're probably far more important than the difference between a .3 gun and a .1 gun. But again, a little bit of a ramble sesh, and I wanted to shoot the L3I barrel in the MDT because you guys have been asking me about it. You know what? Let's see if I can get this dialed in a little bit better. And let's shoot a 10-shot group. This is actually, once the wind dies down, is going to be the subject of my next video. It's going to be groups, the differences between 3, 5, 10, 20, 30, 40, whatever. What the group size should be. Let me get this peeled in a little bit. And let me try and get this guy a little bit better in focus. All right, maybe about as good as we're going to get it. So let's see. Let's pick a readily identifiable spot. Let's dial down. So this is going to impact lower. I'm going to aim at, you can see that little mark right there on the plate. That's where I'm going to aim. And let's send 5 or 10. See how well this does. Oof, not that good. The second one went right back. One high flyer. Rest look pretty good. Let's put 5 of our match in there. I think it'll tighten that up a little bit. And we'll again dial away from our target so those hit lower. We're going to hold the same exact spot. These rounds should just impact a little lower. Yep, at the bottom there. And that's 150 yards, about 2/10 of vertical. Was about the same there. Overall, not bad. Again, guys, just wanted to make a video, wanted to talk a little bit about practical accuracy, how I think about it, and hopefully help you guys if you're struggling with what you need for PRS or NRL shooting, or any kind of shooting that isn't bench rest. Obviously, bench rest, you want to shoot the smallest groups you possibly can. PRS, NRL, you know, I'll take consistency and practicing more, spending a little less more on ammo than having a minorly more accurate rifle. But that's just me. Let me know down in the comments below if you think differently of this. Yeah, I appreciate you guys watching. Catch you on the next one.